Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello everyone, welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button, also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next.
OBI's lawyers have replied to the final written address of Tinubu's lawyers. Their reply is a 42-page document, so it's going to take more than one video for me to succinctly summarize that reply for you. But in this video, I'll be showing you how OBI's lawyers totally destroyed the argument that was made by Tinubu's lawyers to defend Tinubu's drug case. Now, let's get to it. One of the biggest issues raised against Tinubu in OBI's petition is the case of forfeiture of $460,000 drug money that was found in Tinubu's account while he was in the USA. And the United States District Court, Northern District, Illinois, Eastern Division, ordered Tinubu to forfeit the money, and he forfeited the money. Now, according to the Nigerian Constitution, precisely section 137, subsection 1D, a person shall not be qualified for election into the office of the president if he is under a sentence of imprisonment or fine for any offense or fraud or for any other offense imposed on him by any court or tribunal. Now, if you heard me well, the Constitution said if the person is under a sentence of imprisonment or fine, he is not qualified to be elected into the office of the president. So when Obi and his legal team saw imprisonment or fine, they quickly included it in their petition that Tinubu is not qualified to contest because he once forfeited $460,000 back in the US. And when the hearing began, Obi's legal team tendered the document of the $460,000 forfeiture by Tinubu as evidence, and the tribunal accepted it. Now, Tinubu's lawyer looked up, they looked down. They looked left, they looked right. How do we go about this matter? The document of the forfeiture has been submitted to the tribunal. Even the only witness that Tinubu presented in court ended up confirming that there was a forfeiture. That senator. What are we going to do? Tinubu's lawyers asked. They now decided to come up with a very silly argument. They said, it was a forfeiture, that it was not a fine, that it was not as if he paid a fine for an offense, that it was a forfeiture, not a fine, that he willingly gave up the money. He was not fined, that it was a civil forfeiture, not a criminal forfeiture or a fine. So as I stand now, I'll just go to court and go and forfeit my money. Nothing happened, no allegation against me. I'll just go to court and forfeit my money. Is that possible? Then Obi's lawyers now destroyed that silly argument in their final address. Look at how they did it. They wrote, "Respectfully, my noble lords, the cardinal question is whether a civil forfeiture under the US law can be equated to a fine under the Nigerian law. According to settled case law in the United States and according to legal literature, the answer is yes. A forfeiture is the same as a fine." Then they used a well-known US case as an example. In the well-known case of Austin versus the United States in 1993, the US Supreme Court unanimously held that civil forfeiture ordered in an in rem civil action is a fine and is a punishment, whether criminal conviction is involved or not. The court relied on several authorities and held, among other things, that forfeit is the word that Congress used for fine. Now, let me remind you again that the only argument that Tinubu's lawyers have been able to come up with in this drug case matter is that forfeiture is different from fine. Because if it is established that forfeiture and fine are the same, then section 137 subsection 1D disqualifies Tinubu from being able to contest for the office of the president. So that is their argument. But you can equally see how far Obi's lawyers have gone to defeat that argument. Obi's lawyers have been able to prove that forfeiture is the same as fine. They cited a popular case in the US, the case between Austin and the US, where the US Supreme Court called forfeiture a crime. They pointed out that forfeiture is the word that the US Congress uses for the word fine. Then Obi's lawyers proceeded to use the legal literature to prove that forfeiture and fine are the same thing. They said dictionaries of the time confirmed that fine was understood to include forfeiture and vice versa. Look at some of the examples they gave. The IT Sheridan, a general dictionary of English language, 1780, unpaginated, gave 5 definitions of fine. Number 1, he said a fine is a most. Number 2, he said a fine is a pecuniary punishment. Number 3, he said a fine is a penalty. Then number 4, he said a fine is a forfeiture. He called fine forfeiture. Then the SUR3 dictionary gave definitions of forfeiture. Number 1, he said a forfeiture is the act of forfeiting. Number 2, he said a forfeiture is a most. Then number 3, he said a forfeiture is a fine. So the SUR3 dictionary called forfeiture a fine, and the IT Sheridan dictionary called a fine a forfeiture. Vice versa. Then the J. Casey, a new dictionary, 1702, defined forfeits as fine or penalty. Have you now seen that these two words, according to renowned dictionaries, can be used interchangeably? Have you now seen that the argument put forth by Tinubu's lawyers does not hold water? So, Tinubu forfeiting $460,000, which was proceeds of drug, means he paid a fine of $460,000 to that district court. And according to section 137, subsection 1D of the 1999 Constitution, that invalidates him. That means he was not qualified to contest in the first place. Now, while I admit that these issues are matters of the law and the final verdict rests with the court, some of them are so blatant, and we believe that if the judiciary go use their church mind, this can only go one way. And in other news, the crisis in the APC continues to deepen. Now there is a Yoruba version of the party and a Hausa Fulani version of the party. Remember, it was a CPC, a Hausa Fulani party, and the ACN, the Yoruba party, that joined together to form the APC. Now it be like say the glue or the gum where they take join them, it don't they give way. Because every day now quarrel. Me I like and like that. May they continue to the quarrel so that judiciary go get the opportunity and the freedom to fit do what they're supposed to do. When the tribunal hits them with their verdict, the shock go make them pafuka, they no go fit recover. But until then,
and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, good day my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all.